Hey guys, this is John, and today's video we're gonna talk about what look scales of girls should you go for. Actually, the answer is pretty simple. You go lower in the beginning. And what I mean by that is there's some of you guys out there, okay? Some of you guys who are so fucking delusional and so entitled that you think you deserve a 9 or 10 out of 10. That's very subjective. Once it's 8 up, right? 8.5, 9, 9.5, 10. Everyone has their own sort of version of it. It's like some people, they think, oh, because she has bigger boobs, she gets a higher score. You take away the boobs, even they have a perfect face, it doesn't count. Some people like a perfect face like me, you know what I mean? I like girls who are very pretty. So I actually look at their physical scale. Or some people think that a girl wears makeup. Like a fucking 6 out of 10 nightclub, girl. Lots of makeup, fake tits, whatever, and they give a fucking 5 or 6 out of 10 into like an 8 or 9. That's fucking ridiculous. If you look at physically, you're fucking delusional. I mean, but everyone has a different look scale, okay? So it depends what you look for. The guys who are more muscular tends to like a girl with more of a figure. Guys who are more pretty, I tend to fall under the pretty boy stereotype kind of thing because I lost a lot of weight and I'm getting some of it back, but I tend to like girls who are more into the face. So it really depends. And some guys, who are muscular but not that good looking, they like girls who are like blondes, and they give a blonde like a 9 and they give a brunette, the same brunette wearing a wig that's brunette, like a 7 because of the hair color. It's fucking delusional, but that's just how the brain interprets. Everyone likes what they like. But however, what should you go for? That's a good question. In the beginning, you should actually go after whoever the fuck you can get. The first girl I fucked was fucking nasty and fucking like chubby, okay? But she gave very good blowjobs to compensate for it, and she is pretty good in bed. She has to work 10 times harder. But however, that's how I got started. I stuck my dick into an ugly fucking, ugly girl. She was okay, but good personality. They always have good personalities when they're fucking not as attractive. So I fucked a lot of ugly girls in the beginning. I started like 4, 4.5, 5, 5.5, 6, 6.5, 7, 7.5. And this is like when I was a dating coach, I was around the 7, 7.5. If you look in my early days, those girls are still very hot, they're very tall, they're very young, they're very pretty, but they're not up there. And then you see 8s, right? Then 8s start happening, then you saw 8.5s, like the fucking last 2 girl, I in the boot camp pulled 2 girls and I fucked one of them, was like 8.5, but it hovers around this area, right? Or you see some taller women, or you see some other, in the future infields, you see like different subcategories of girls that are nowhere near what I am. And you see all sorts of different shit. And I just want to say that it varies, but you see it slowly went up. So you better earn your way. 0.5 over time. It'll keep getting better. As your game keeps getting better, the results keep getting better. Maybe your fashion gets better. Maybe you get more muscles. Maybe your mindset gets sharper. Everything gets sharper. You see over time, but you have to start with a lower one at first because you need the reference experience. When you get the reference experience, right? Think about it this way. If you fuck or pull a girl and got her right in the bed, and she's super fucking hot, and she's tall, and she's like a supermodel, okay? And she's like 18 years old. You don't know what to fucking do with her because you don't have that reference experience. So sometimes that reference experience going lower is like a volunteer work. You gotta fuck the fatties. And then you gotta work your way up to the averages. Then you gotta get to the cutes before you get to the hots, to the pretties, to the models. You have to work your way up. And it's not like it happened overnight or 1 year. It took me years to get to where I am now, okay? It took a really long fucking time, and it was not fun. Especially in Vancouver, it's pretty fucking hard. But I had to work up there. And what I can say to the people out there is that stop trying to think, oh, because, she's not perfect because of this and that. Think about how she looks like in bed. Does she look good enough? If she's naked, will you fuck her? Maybe that's where you need to start. Stop being a fucking faggot. Stop being so fucking picky. Get your dick wet, okay? After you get your dick wet, then just work your way up. I remember one student, a Chinese student, right? This month, he fucking fucked 3 women so far, and he recorded it all for me. Thank you very much. And then I can use it as a testimonial. The first girl he fucked, a black woman, was not that hot. But I said, you know what, you fuck her every single day, make her a fuck buddy, because she's gonna help your vibe. And guess what? He fucked her every single day. Like I said, he was happier. The second girl he got, a Latina, was quite pretty. And the third girl he got was a Korean. Although he's not into Asians, she was still quite pretty. So it progressively went up. You see that? If he didn't fuck the uglier black girl, the Latina wouldn't have happened because he wouldn't get the vibe or the reference experience. Does that make sense? Sometimes you got to start here and work your way up. Just fucking look scale, I mean, it's all subjective, but at the same time, there is a measurement. I mean, models and strippers, and maybe not strippers, they look like, you know, I don't like girls who are fucking makeup, fake tits, and looks like a fucking 26-year-old, but her skin's about to fall off. And, you know, she looks like, you know, she's a single mother. I don't like shit like that. That's not, to me, hot. Makeup does not make a person hot. If a girl does not wear makeup, but she's still quite pretty, she's probably way hotter than somebody who's wearing a lot of makeup, and, you know. So I'm just saying, there is a universal attractive rating, and face has a big part of it, okay? You can say, oh, this woman has a butter face and a good figure. But I just say, like, over time, she's gonna lose her good figure. The face never changes. I know I'm just speaking about my own experience in my own reality projected onto you. Like, do what makes you happy, but first start with the lesser and then work your way up. On that note, I hope you learned a lot. Sign up with training with me, sign up for a boot camp for something. Maybe start with an online product, maybe, you know, do something, maybe a Skype coaching. See you on the other side. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and sign up for my boot camp here at joinelite.com. And some of the Asian students might be very offended by me because they feel like I'm not acting super professional or super, like all those other professionally correct, politically correct dating coaches. But I rest assured, I'm your best friend. I'm your older brother. You just don't see it yet. Letting you guys know, I only am tough on you guys because it works. The perfect strategy and perfect toughness is like the military. I wish there was a better way. Sign up for my bootcamp. When you stop getting offended, you raise your self-esteem, and your ego drops. You realize Johnny Lee was your best friend all along. He was helping you. You'll see it one day. Peace.